So the simplest model we can think of is white noise. And here we have a sequence of variables. So this is epsilon 1, epsilon 2, epsilon 3. With each of these epsilons, epsilon I, this is normally distributed with mean 0 and variance sigma square. And all of these are IID. IID means they're independent. They are independent and identically distributed. Independent and identically distributed. And that means that expectation of this epsilon I, epsilon j is 0 for I not equals to j. That is same thing as IID. Now you can simulate this in R. So you can just type in this command in R and you can simulate it. We will show this, how to simulate this simple white noise in R. But you could change this to a random walk. So the random walk is y of t is equal to y of t minus 1 plus epsilon t. So your position today, so this is your position at time t, depends upon your position at time t minus 1 plus some random error. Okay, so again, so you're standing here and then say this is y1. So then there is some random error and you move up or down. So I'm just going to choose up. So at y2 you are here. Then something else happens, you know, you again toss a coin. It could show you go up or go down. Say head is go up, head is up, and tail is say go down. So you keep moving like this, up, down, you could go up, up, and so on. So every time you have some random process guiding you. So if you substitute now for yt minus 1, so if yt is yt minus 1 plus epsilon 2, then yt minus 1 is nothing but yt minus 2 plus this epsilon t minus 1. Similarly, yt minus 2 is nothing but yt minus 3 plus epsilon t minus 2. So your position at time t minus 1 depends upon your position at time t minus 2 plus some random component. So your position now depends upon your position in the previous period plus some random component. So if you keep substituting, so this epsilon t comes just like this. So you copy this here, and then instead of yt minus 1 you write this. So this will give you epsilon t minus 1 here. Then instead of yt minus 2 you write yt minus 3 plus epsilon t minus 2, and you go all the way to y1. So you start at time t equals to 1. So you will get that your position now is nothing but a bunch of random shocks. You are adding them up. And to plot it, so since this is a cumulative sum, we use this cumulative sum, cum sum of R norm 200. This color is red. R norm 200 means that you're taking a sample out of 200 and its mean is 0 and variance is 1. So this you can write as R norm 200. Notice that here we also use R norm 200, but we are not taking cumulative sum here. So there is no cumulative sum here. There is a cumulative sum here. So if you want to use different mean and variance, so if you want to use a mean of 2 and a variance of 1, you can use this 2 comma 1. So you could put in any two numbers here, but this is the standard one. So R norm 200 means that mean is 0 and variance is 1. So let us see this in R now. So you first have this W. This is R norm 200 means that there are 200 values in W. W is a vector containing 200 values, or you can say it's a list containing 200 values, and each of these values is drawn from a normal random variable. R norm means a normal random variable with mean 0 and variance 1. So I'm not specified mean and variance here. then this you can find another random variable x, which is cumulative sum. So it just adds the previous random variable to it, just like I had shown in the random walk. So let us first run this w. So I ran w. Now let me run this x. You ran x. Now let us plot w. So we run it, and you can see this is the plot of w. So these are normal random variables. You can see there are 200 random variables right here, and they are taken from the normal distribution with mean 0 and variance 1. So that is why we have not specified mean and variance here. Now let us plot the random walk. Now random walk is cumulative sum. So this is x. So let us plot this. You run this command here, and you get a graph. So this is random walk. So you see it starts at the same point as the initial normal random variable, but y2 is e1 plus e2, y3 is e1 plus e2 plus e3, and so on. So you can see a random walk. So this random walk, or this cumulative sum, let us just focus on this cumulative sum. This is also a vector. So how is it a vector? So y1 is just this epsilon 1 or e1, whatever you want to call it. y2 is epsilon 1 plus epsilon 2. y3 is epsilon 1 plus epsilon 2 plus epsilon 3. So when you're graphing it, you're graphing these series of variables from y1, y2, y3 all the way to y200, because your sample size here is 200. You have 200 values. So y200 would be all the way adding up to, and each of these epsilons is drawn from a normal random variable with mean 0 and variance 1. So if you wanted a different one, then you just use something like this, r norm 200 comma whatever mean and variance you want.